Day 3. Lots of parts. Lots and lots of parts. Front bumper, front air dam, front cowl, the radiator, intercooler, evaporator, or condenser rather, and fan. All kinds of other bits have been pulled. The entire interior has been hit pretty hard. I don't believe there's a whole lot left. I'm thinking maybe I'll get the key in the ignition cylinder and that'll be it for the interior. Today we pulled the emergency brake cables when we pulled the rear suspension. Of course, the engine bay has been thoroughly taken care of. I did pull off the 2 rear brake lines from here as well as this front one. I just pulled it out of the way. I didn't need it. But I pulled those 2 rear ones and pulled them all the way to the back and salvaged. I was able to save those. I got the AC piping that came off over here. And I got the dryer and all that. That's going to go into my GLT, which needs that. And my cat's thoroughly enjoying all the activity. Still to go, we've got gas tank yet to drop, and there's a hitch under there. Hard to see it, but it's there. It's a 1.25" hitch, light duty hitch, but hey, a hitch is a hitch. And here's what we dropped out today. Complete rear suspension. You can see crisscross there are the emergency brake cables, which are working. There's the fuel lines that were taken apart. They're intact. We were able to drop that whole piece. You can see this is the for routing. That's the cover for the fuel lines. That's the center tunnel cover. A couple other covers. One that goes above where the muffler, and then that other one's like a center mount for over hanging. I don't know if you hang anything off that. I know on the all-wheel drives they hang. That's got a little different bracket, but that sits in the center. And then of course the steering rack complete with the lines. And then behind it, you can see the long lines. Those are the brake lines that I pulled in one piece when we pulled the rear axle, and I actually broke them from here when I heated them up with a torch and took them off real carefully. A lot easier to do once it was outside the car. Some more goodies we got. Driver and passenger glass and motor assemblies. That's a real important piece. So if anybody needs those, let me know. And I've got some nice wheels and tires. Those are spoken for. The axles, of course, are spoken for because I'm using them for the swap. And there's the 5-speed shifter and a couple of the hubs. And then, of course, here's the main lump. This is the M56, 5-speed manual, and the B523, and I forget what the remainder is, but it's a 2000 T5 motor. Good running. Drove it in the garage. Drove it around the block a couple times. Car ran good. Had a shifting issue, but I think that had to do with this being so sloppy. So I could be wrong. Anybody's got any ideas on that, I'd appreciate it. It had trouble in second, fourth, and reverse staying in gear. And that might be why. Could be that was causing it to pop out. It's got the 16T. The motor's got 190 on it, so does the tranny. I think it's the original flywheel and clutch assembly, so it didn't have a lot of life left in it, at least didn't feel like it. So I've got a brand new R clutch and a fresh single mass for this, so that's going in. And of course this one's a blue injector car from 2000. She's a nice engine, so I've got another plan for that. Those both have homes. So it's been a good run so far. One more day to go, partial day tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have this guy ready to go to do the recyclers. If you need something, holler. If not, okay. But if you're interested in anything, let me know. But this is going to be a really nice piece. It's going to propel. I've got a 2000 Laser Blue V70R that I'm going to manual swap and also front wheel drive swap. And more to come on that. Thanks for watching.